Okay. We back? We back? We good? Alright, we back. What will you do when you sit on the throne, Mr. Hardcore Mode? Please, don't say you haven't thought about it. Whatever happens, I hope you are beside me. I appreciate your help, and I appreciate you yourself, Valeria. Yes! Your face for a long time, as if trying to find something. Finally, she gives you a soft smile and shakes her head. I would put down any other man who would say this, but not you. I'm sure you value me, my support, and my military talent. Yeah. 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 I have too much trash. Get it off me. Okay. Keep the books, because that's lore. You don't throw away lore unless you're an idiot. We don't throw away lore in this town, boy. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I expected. Now I get why all the armor is not for me. It's because I'm a monk, and that's just how it is. It's the way of things. I still should put my constitution up. Ooh, should I get my weapon focus to the quarterstaff? I probably should whenever I level, whenever that will be. He still has the same stuff. Okay. Everybody else is out here. Let me see Valeria for a second. Glad to see you. Oh, Crystal.
Hi there, stranger.
Ah, she's finally back with her.
Svetlana's sister. I just arrived recently.
Why the masquerade?
It's just, I want to start a new life. To forget everything from before. Even my own name.
I see you're settling in just fine.
I won't be here long. Just enough to help Svetlana with her work around the post. I owe her that much. Then I'll be on my way. Still haven't decided where to go, though.
What happened to the rest of the Stag Lord's game?
Right after battle in the Stag Lord's fortress, Akiros just dissolved, like morning fog. I heard him mumble something about repaying old debts as he left. He's no fool. I'd guess he won't show his face in the Stolen Lands again. Too many people recognize him for being the Stag Lord's right hand.
Probably.
The remnants of the gang all scattered. I'd wager someone's already announced himself as the new Stag Lord and got a knife in the liver from some other wannabe heir.
Is she happy that she got her friend? Greets you with a warm day to you. Do you need anything? Stag Lord has defeated Svetlana. Soon everything will change around here. Seems like I've completely forgotten how to hope for the better, but my heart already belongs to these wildlands. Perhaps in time they'll grow into a peaceful and prosperous country. Yeah, that's actually a proper answer, actually, because you can't just say, oh, got it, we're good, the lands are great now. Wait, what am I supposed to do now? You should find Nugra the druid. Oh, with Oleg. Maybe we should find Nugrid the Druid, the insane father of this Stag Lord. Oh, we found him. We already found him. Stag Lord's gone. Found his fortress and set the villain to oblivion. Looks at you with respect bordering on admiration. Good riddance. Maybe now we'll be able to live in the Stolen Lands rather than just surviving. Without a doubt, more people will flock here now. It'll be a boost to trade, but all that noise they'll bring with them, well, that's none of your concern. But you can't wait to return to Restov and report your great victory. I don't think I have any more important business to attend to. Let's go to Restov. Fog seems to be thinning, but we should wait until it burns off completely. In the meantime, I'll gather some supplies for your journey. Okay, we've been waiting for this moment. No need to wait now. I will become king! What if this bitch just says out of nowhere, ah, you took care of all that for me. Now it's my land.
Good work. Nice to see I haven't lost my intuition for people. Not many would have managed to set out to the Stolen Lands and return with the Stag Lord's head. But I knew you could handle it. Congratulations are in order. Today, you'll receive the title of Baron before the High Society of Restov, and even Natala Sertova personally. God's bless her. Tomorrow, you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands if you wish, but this time as a ruler.
Sister King Koleski, one of the most influential politicians in Brewery.
But matters of state can wait. For now, enjoy this feast in your honor. All the city leaders are here. It's a great opportunity to make some useful connections.
City leaders? Oh, I gotta talk to them. We gotta establish trade or something.
Let me introduce you to Kasil Eldori. He's my adopted son and apprentice. He's a trustworthy man. I'd like to send him with you as an envoy.
Oh. Do I sense a flag? A red flag? Whoa. He's your... Wait, he's your... Wait. Speaking of connections, let me introduce... He's my adopted son. Oh, yo, we half-orcs gotta stick together. Jamandi, just what kind of game are you playing? I think I have the right to know. Do you already know about my encounter with Tartuccio? Casile and Dory. Wait.
Of course. Keston gave me a full report. You dealt with the scoundrel perfectly. It would be naive to think that none of your neighbors will try to stick their hands in your affairs. Especially that sly fox Iravetti.
Oh, he's in it.
Yes, you certainly have that right. But tell me, how well do you know Brevoy's history, or the current political atmosphere? It won't be an easy explanation.
What do I need to know about the history of Brevoy?
What's now called Brevoy was originally two different countries, Rostland and Issia. 200 years ago, they were stuck in constant squabbles. Then,
I heard about
Karl the Conqueror showed up and united the two states into one. Such diplomatic tricks are easy to manage when you have dragons at your disposal.
Is this Game of Thrones now?
The so-called noble houses of Brevoy, mainly Sertova, Orlovsky, and Lebeda, once ruled over Issia. We, the Eldori, ruled Rostland. The royal house Rogarvia, founded by Coral the Conqueror, forced us into obedience. But 200 years isn't long enough to make peace with such a troubled history. Even 2,000 years wouldn't be enough for us to accept Issian rule. Brevoy is a country held together by a thread, and that thread grows ever weaker.
What is this war that's going on for 2,000 years? For 200 years. What about the current political,
We, the Aldori and the great noble houses, spent 200 years under the rule of invaders, the royal house Rogarvia. We plotted, we schemed, we stabbed each other in the back, but open confrontation was out of the question. But a few years ago, House Rogarvia disappeared. No one knows how or why, but one day, their manors were just empty. And the force that held Brevoy together, that kept us from a bloody feud, ceased to be.
That's awkward.
Brevoy is currently ruled by the House Sertova, the former kings of Issia, but their power pales in comparison to that of House Rogarvia when they were here. So now Sertova and Aldori stand facing each other, staring each other in the eye, waiting for the other to draw their sword. It's an untenable situation. No one wants a civil war that would drown Brevoy in blood, but peace between us is also out of the question.
So, you sure about that? Sure about that? Let's see about that. So now Sertova and Aldori stand face to face. What role do you play in your plans?
Rustland wants to regain its independence, and we will regain it. The power the Issians hold over us is humiliating and costly. And the Sertovas won't give us our freedom without a fight. That is, unless there is some external power that can force everyone to sit down and talk. Do you see where this is going?
I see. Alright,
The stolen lands are disputed territory. Brevoy can't appropriate them without raising protests from each of the neighboring states. However, if some brave people were to found independent states on that land, it would be another matter entirely. My hope is that you and your future neighbors, Baron Hannes Drelev and Captain Mager Varn, will become our allies. But even your neutrality would introduce a powerful counterbalance to the aggression of the noble houses. Maybe, with your help, the inevitable division of Brevoy can occur without too much pain.
Don't the Sword Lords have any other foreign allies capable of playing this role?
We hope to get some help from the Maivani Aldori, the descendants of the Sword Lords who have fled from Coral's rage to build a new nation in the south. But the Issians know this well, and are doing everything they can to deny us this help. I won't go into details, but if my intelligence is correct, if a civil war starts in Brevoy, Maivan will be too occupied with its own inner troubles to interfere.
What part does Restov play in this game?
Rostov is a free city, proud of its independence from everyone, including the Aldori Sword Lords. But when it comes to Rostland's liberation, our goals align. This whole plan is our joint creation with Lord Mayor Yosef Selimius.
Okay. So nobody's gonna act. This is actually pretty much real life. Like, nobody's gonna act unless somebody else acts. Or nobody's gonna act unless, and start, like, blood feuds out of nowhere. Everything's pretty much at a stalemate. Such is this video game. Until, like, I'm an independent or external force that I could probably, you know, sway the political ground. If Natalia is already here, why did she let you grant me the title?
Actually, she could still intervene and disrupt the proceedings. But she's a Sertova. Their games are always complex and multi-layered. They're always looking for ways to turn defeat into victory. If she's decided to allow you to become a baron, It means she already has some idea of how she can turn it to her benefit. Let's consider how she could do so.
Okay. Okay. Their family motto is "Ours is the right." Oh, I remember that. But she is an ally. She's from Brevoy, so...
Maybe she understands that Rostland will inevitably separate, and she doesn't want a war. In that case, new states in the Stolen Lands give the Isians a reason to sit down and talk without losing face. But that's an optimistic view, and truth be told, it doesn't quite match up with what we've come to expect from the Sertovas. The more likely scenario is that Natala wants to win you over to her side. If war breaks out and at least one of you stabs us in the back, Rostland will be surrounded by enemies. That might be enough to bring about our downfall. But you would fall first, and your newly formed states would be left in ruin. The Isians always like to have someone around to pull their chestnuts out of the fire for them. A piece of friendly advice? Don't do business with House Sertovas, no matter what promises they make you. Any deal with the noble houses is a deal with devils.
Okay, Sertova. So Natalia is a Sertova. Okay, gotcha. It seems always like to have one of the two former nations that now compromise Brevoy. The pirate nation of Issa was known and feared all along the length of the Selen River. Perched on the edge of the lake of the mists and veils, Isia had an unforgiving geography that forced its people to be cunning and brutal in order to survive. Okay.
How should I know? We're in the middle of a big game. And today, you move from being merely a piece on the board to being one of the players.
Okay. Is there anything else that I need to know?
What's now called Brevoy was originally two different countries, Rostland and Isia. 200 years ago, the so-called noble houses
I'm just rereading
of
this
Brevoy,
real quick.
mainly Sertova, Orlovsky, and Lebeda, once ruled over Isia. We, the Aldori, ruled Rostland. The royal house Rogarvia, founded by Coral the Conqueror, forced us into obedience. But 200 years isn't long enough to make peace. I hope you have a better understanding of what's at stake.
Thank you. I'm going to go speak to the
Enjoy your
guests.
evening. When you're ready for the official part, come to me.
Okay. Oh boy. Mingle with the guests. Okay. There's a guard over there. What torture these guests eat, drink, and we can't even move. Call this abuse. I'd show them some real festivities if they'd let me. I'm able to level. Ooh, everybody's here. Even there's 3 flags over there. Oh, I'm kind of worried. I'm a little bit worried. Lander. Oh, why does he look like an asshole? A handsome, well-dressed young man, about 17 years old, looks at you with a polite smile. Of course he would. So you're the famous slayer of the Stag Lord's gang, soon to be a baron. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Lander. Don't be rude. It might suck. A pleasure meeting you. Oh, pleasure to meet you. Goodbye. Ah, yeah. Are you from Restovic nobility? I'm not from here. I'm just visiting. You could say I wanted to see for myself the heroes who managed to conquer the frontier lands, and the Lord Mayor was kind enough to invite me to this wonderful party. Truth be told, that's precisely what I wanted to. You are especially the one that I wanted to speak to about. You see, I'm an heir to one of the Brevoy's noble houses. I won't say which, but believe me, a newly appointed baron with no connections would do well to have a friend like me. And you're not gonna tell me which of the noble houses? You're an asshole. I travel the country in secret without servants, so I could see it for myself, not from a carriage window, but face to face with the people. My family would never approve of course, but then I never asked. I need to know Brevoy if I'm going to rule a part of it someday. I know Jemani wants to impose her stepson on you as an emissary of Brevoy. Refuse. Take me instead. Don't look at my age. While they may have trained this half-orc to swing a sword, I've been training to rule since I was a child. I'll be of far greater use to you, both now and in the future, and I have a firm position in my family. Why won't you tell me I'm already in the game. I am in the Game of Thrones right now. He said, oh, my name's Lander. I'm one of the nobles. I won't tell you my last name. Well, let's just say I'm here incognito. Under my circumstances, it's wise to keep one lineage to oneself. Somebody in this whole party knows you. I'll ask them, please. Yeah, please tell me again what you're doing here. Oh, what? I'll consider your proposal. What? But I... Yes, do so. Okay, I'll consider your proposal. I didn't say yes. Hey, Bear. Their wine is alright, nice and strong, but the appetizer's barely a mouthful. Pour up the brim so that, oh, I must be drunk, I forgot the line. Who are you? This man is obviously more comfortable on the battlefield than in the company of nobles. He's well built, but the expensive waistcoat he's wearing doesn't quite fit properly, as though it was borrowed. He has a few pale scars across his face, and his dark hair is drawn into an unkempt ponytail with a few streaks of gray running through it. He greets you with a broad smile and a firm handshake. Let me introduce myself. Okay, Meager Varn, one of the competitors who successfully completed Jumandi's task and received the barony as a reward. Okay. One of the allies. Not everyone could exterminate a whole game of bandits without such a small team. How did you earn your title? Truth be told, my team and I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Jumanji needed someone reliable to take and hold the territory. I'm the captain of a mercenary team, if that wasn't clear. Varnley host. Have you heard of us? No. No matter. We've done work for Jumanji before. This time, the task was simply, we just waltzed into the area, cleared it of the most brazen monsters, and built a small fort to hold the place, and for that, a barony and land to own. It was a dream job. How do you feel about being a noble? Looking at his rich clothes, Varn smirks. Like a pheasant on a plate. I've killed all kinds of monsters, but this is the first time I've so strongly felt like turning away could get me turning away could get me eaten. See that lad, Baron Drelev? He's not like us. Who knows what generation of Baron he is. Didn't even shake my hand. You and me, we're like dirt beneath his boots. That's why those like us, the newly made nobility, need to stick together. Otherwise, he'd take my land and yours in a blink of an eye. It's nice to meet you. Farewell. What was his name again? He said Baron Drelev. Goodbye. You settle to come pay us a visit. Okay. 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 Oh, well, I remember when I was your age. Try the eclairs, they're delicious. Oh, she's into the snacks already. There's my girl. Truth be told, I'm not really comfortable here. Lost my taste for high society. A handsome man with a weather-beaten face grasps your hand tightly in his rough, callous palms. Unlike the rest of the guests in this festive clothes, he wears a simple robe. The only luxury you see on him is a holy symbol of Aristotle made of solid gold. The other guests look at him with respect, some bordering on awe. Congratulations on your victory, he says in a deep voice. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ezvanki Keg, High Priest of Aristotle and Rostov. Religion. I saw how you fought beside Jamandi that night. Your god granted you impressive power. Yes. I used to serve Aristotle on the battlefield, but those days are long past. Now I call on his power to heal those who've fallen from a roof more than often than anyone wounded by a sword. Of course, someone has to roam the forest and slay monsters, but I'm more useful to my congregation here, attending to more mundane affairs, like hospitals. Bringing law into the stolen lands is a difficult endeavor. I would be grateful for any help you could spare. This is a truly noble undertaking. I believe our community will be able to provide you with reasonable assistance. We will help you construct a shrine in your capital, free of charge. Do many people in Rostov venerate Aristotle? They revere many gods in Rostov. They pray to Abadar, patron of cities, and Pharasma, gatherer of souls. There are also some rare cults, but there's no denying that the stag god has the largest congregation here, and no wonder people here have lived off farming and hunting for centuries. Honor to meet you. Okay. So he's like the Pope. Huh? 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 Who's this lady with the tail?
Will you drink with me?
Oh! You see Kaisi approaching, who helped you during the fight in Jamani's mansion. Bertucci voiced his accusation against you. She became distant and even unfriendly, refusing to take your side and join the party. I have yet to become Baron, and already it seems that someone wishes to poison me. To beauty!
To beauty. It sweetens our happy days. and bring solace to our dark and sorrowful ones. But jokes aside, I came to apologize. I know